morning from the second age of reason. Today I just have some things I wonder about. Little odd things, like earthquakes. You know, they seem to be increasing in frequency. There's just been a big one in Japan with tsunamis and everything. I sometimes wonder, while we are pumping all this oil out of the ground to fuel our vehicles, if that oil has a certain tectonic purpose, that maybe the oil is the lubricant of the continental plates that are shifting about on the planet, and as you pump out the lubricant, the connections and friction under the earth get rougher and rougher, and at some point things tend to crack and break, and it causes earthquakes more frequently than it would otherwise. So I'm just wondering if that's part of the cause of the increase in earthquakes, is that we've pumped out so much geological lubricant that keeps the earth moving smoothly. Second suspicion: Alzheimer's disease. There's been some in the family, and so certain things I've noticed amongst people that have had it is it seems to correspond to a few years after a major surgery of some kind, whether it was in the intestines for gastroenteritis, or for an aneurysm in an aorta, or for heart surgery, or other related things. And it seems that after a major surgery like that, once the person's up there, 60, 70, 80 years old, it seems to have an onset very quickly thereafter, within a few years, 2 or 3 years. And the theory might be that it has something to do with the surgery or with the overuse of anesthesia and its long-term effects on the brain and brain functioning and brain morphology. So that's another theory I'm wondering about. And now this is something you won't hear too much about either. It's not a big issue at the moment. I think it came up once or twice in the past, but it has partly to do with America having the highest rate of incarceration in the world compared to other nations. And so I'm wondering, has anybody heard about how they can maintain prisons with keeping the number of guards and employees low by means of sedating the prisoners? Giving them their vitamins, their high blood pressure medications, and whatever, but there's more in them than that. Certain things I've heard, that way they can manage and control the prison populace much better, in which case they can have a much greater capacity and get away with more overcrowding in the prisons. But I don't know if it's totally ethical to put people in prison and to keep them constantly sedated and drugged. I've done a little bit of search on it, haven't found very much, but I've known people who have been in the system and have mentioned it, and I would think that would be yet another cause to decide what you want to do about it. So please comment and rate below, and we'll be seeing you.